Hi, this is Steve Ehrmann, Director of the Flashlght program, and I'd like to show you something pretty special about Flashlght Online. That's the ability to share your work with others and vice versa. Most survey systems and most student course evaluation systems and most rubric systems, and Flashlight's all three, are standalone. You use it, you do your own work starting from a blank. Uh, with Flashlight Online, as a web-based system, you can start with model surveys or rubrics or item banks or other materials from the Flashlght staff. You can find something that another Flashlght Online author has created and vice versa. You can share or publish your material so that other people can use it too. And this can be done within institutions or across institutions. And there are about 70 institutions now that use Flashlght Online. So let's take a look and see how it works. It's actually pretty simple. We're at the page that you see when you first log in, the survey list page. This powerful little pull-down menu shows you where you can go. Let's just take a look at all the items that I've created myself. And it'll switch views. They all have these commands. Now, in the previous view, you may have noticed there were some of these that were missing, and that's because if somebody shared an item to me, they don't necessarily give me the ability to alter it. But the items that I've got complete power over, so I can start with this attitudes towards climate change, for example. Click the sharing button, and I can decide who I'm going to let see it. I can jot down an email address and decide which of these rights I want to give somebody. Now suppose that I don't remember what these rights mean. Pretty simple. Go over here to one of the people who's already got it, or if I were to, well, I'll add myself. I had made up that name. ehrmannsteve@gmail.com. I'm not going to give myself any rights. Click Add Collaborators and think, oh, well, what do those rights mean after all? Click on it. Now when I put the cursor over the right, it explains down below what it means. The create means that another user can create new respondent pools for my survey, so they can use the same question, collect their own data, and not mix it up with my data, which is nice. This allows the other person to alter the title or description of the survey. This allows them to give other people access to it so that they can see it. And if I click on owner, it gives them all the rights to the survey, the same as the ones that I've got. I'll just close this. Now it may be that I don't know exactly who I want to give this to, or I don't know exactly where they are. Or may have to remember their first name but not their last name, or just a fragment of their email address. So I could put in Ehrmann and do a search, and this will pop up everybody who's got Ehrmann in their name, and it happens to be two, both of which are me. Close that. Here's a feature I really like. Suppose you wanted to give access to everybody at your institution, but you're not sure who at your institution has an account. Put in the institution's name. This is just the end of the email address, the end of the account name. Do a search, and here's everybody who's got a TLT Group Flashlght ID who's eligible to get access to this. And if I want, I can select all of them, decide that I want to give every one of those people the ability to give other people access to. Now, none of these people, not these folks, not the ones that they give access to, can edit the survey or change it, but they can let other people see it. And having done that, I can click Invite Selected. There they all are. And if I decided, oh, I want to give David McCurry more rights, I want him to be able to create his own respondent pools, I can alter it that way. Click OK, and when I'm finished with all these changes, and these asterisks just mean that the changes haven't been saved yet, I can click Save. And this will do that. And I can do the same thing with folders. So let me go to a folder view, go to All Folders. You're going to see here, since I'm looking at folders that have been shared to me, as well as ones that I've created, ATCS, which is a folder I think that was started at Cal State Sacramento, they've let me see it, but they haven't given me rights to change anything or add my own survey, so this is blank here. Whereas the CAMEL project, which happens to be the NSF project that we're working on that has to do with climate change, I can alter the properties of this folder and I can share it with people. So if I click sharing, I'm going to have pretty much the same commands that I did for the individual surveys. And once again, I can decide that I'm going to share this with this guy, Ehrmann Steve at gmail.com. Decide which rights I want to give him. Do I want to give him this, or perhaps just ownership rights, which is all of the above and a little more. I can do the same kind of search that's down here, but I'm just going to add collaborators. And click here if I want to be reminded. Now, what is it that create allows? Well, that creates means something different. Nice to be reminded about that. Create, if it's a survey, had to do with creating respondent pools. Create here means that the users can create new surveys, create their own surveys, and add them to the same folder. So I'm going to edit means they can alter the title and the description of the folder. Manage, they can share it with others. I'm going to give this guy Ehrmann ownership rights, which is what it was originally. So that's why there's no OK here. I'll just click closed. And note the asterisk, it hasn't been saved yet. I click save. So these are the tools that allow you to make surveys and whole folders into which you can then put other stuff which people will then be able to see. These are the tools that you can use for sharing. If you've got any questions about this tutorial, about sharing, about Flashlght Online, about evaluation, assessment, any related topic, please get in touch. Here's my email address. I'm Steve Ehrmann, Ehrmann at tltgroup.org. Have a great day and good luck.